Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is still the 16th of June and I'm bringing you the last of the E3 2015 news, at least for now. Of course, we have the PC gaming show later on tonight to wrap things up, but that's not for a few hours, so this is going to be the last until some ungodly hour this morning. So, I am of course bringing you the latest from Square Enix's conference, which was again solid but nothing amazing. The best part of it for me was some more Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay. However, they kicked off the show with Just Cause 3, and they finally have a release date for this particular title, which is going to be December the 1st, 2015 on all platforms. And they also reiterated a few things, such as, say, overrated vehicles, updated grapple, you can deploy multiple grapple tethers, there's a manual retract function, and the parachute is more stable. Some more gameplay shown as well, which you should be enjoying right about now. Next up was a reveal of a new Nier title by Platinum Games. We literally know nothing about it other than there's going to be more information in the fall and it's going to be on PlayStation 4 only. Now, there's a new Tomb Raider game that isn't Rise of the Tomb Raider called Croft Go, which is a turn-based game with a very interesting graphic style indeed. I'll put a little bit of the footage in just so you can kind of see and go back to Just Cause most likely because they didn't show too much of Croft Go. Now, they mentioned Final Fantasy VII, but much to my surprise, they had no details at all to share other than that we're going to be getting more information this winter. So basically, they re-showed the trailer that we'd already seen and said that Final Fantasy VII is coming to iOS and has said watch out for more information in the winter. So the real meat of information regarding the Final Fantasy VII remake will be coming then. Now, there's a new Kingdom Hearts game which is going to be coming out on iOS and Android called Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, and we'll be getting a North American release. As for Kingdom Hearts 3, as I said, there was some new gameplay which will now be showing roughly about now. Now, they did show some Kingdom Hearts 3, as I said, and they did confirm a new world will be making an appearance, and that is going to be Tangled. Now, in the trailer we saw features of one of the Titans from Hercules, as well as what looked rather like Twilight Town. There's a Pegasus summon, and there's Sora riding on the back of a chariot by the winged horse, or pulled by the winged horse, should I say. And other than that, there wasn't much information other than Sora's ability to turn the Keyblade into dual-wielded pistols and a double-bladed weapon, as well as a galleon summon that we have seen a little bit of before in the screenshots. There was literally not much information other than the Tangled worlds, which is nice to at least get a head start on what we're going to be seeing. Twilight Town always makes an appearance in some form, so that's hardly a surprise, but Tangled is, of course, a new addition. So, we had a little bit of information about World of Final Fantasy, which also made an appearance at Sony's conference. And basically, they're aiming for anybody of any age. They want kids and their mothers or the dads or whatever to be able to play together and enjoy it, even if you've never played a Final Fantasy game before. It's literally supposed to be as accessible as possible. You can basically play it no matter what. Even if you've never ever played Final Fantasy, that is who this game is for. You can use monsters to form towers, and the formation of those towers designates your strength in the game, and of course it does have very interesting graphic style as we saw previously. Now, we had some new information regarding the new Hitman, which is just going to be called Hitman, you know, as is the modern trend, just to confuse the balls out of us, and will be coming out on December the 8th on a digital release. Now, there'll be new missions, hits and locations added over time, and they heavily imply that it's going to be online as well. Basically, you said there's one chance at a mission, and if you fail, that's it, you failed, they've escaped, or how you killed them is how you killed them, that's always going to be how you killed them. And they made a lot of suggestions about how the community is going to come together to tackle certain challenges, so definitely gave heavy implications of online without actually coming out and saying it. Now, it does have the same freedom of approach, the same leveling up system, we get new skills and so forth, and of course a heavy emphasis on preparation, and of course will be coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. Other than that, we had a confirmation, or reveal should I say, of a new Star Ocean game called Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness, which will be coming out in North America and Europe on the PlayStation 4 only in 2016, or 2015 if you happen to be in Japan. It is of course going to be an old school JRPG should I say, with a seamless transition between combat and battles. They're going to be having a mix of dynamic and static cutscenes, so the standard ones that we all know that you literally have to sit and watch, or my dynamic ones where you can sort of move around and it's happening as you're exploring the level or whatever. And they said that they really want to break away from the idea that JRPGs are movies more than games. Now, they did say that the gameplay that they showed, and I will link something in the description below this video if I can find it, is currently 30 frames per second, but they are aiming for 60 FPS permanently. Now, they saved the best for last, and no, it's not Final Fantasy 15, that literally did not make an appearance at all, which was a little bit surprising. It was, of course, Deus Ex, the new one. Now, they discussed mostly little bits about the story, about how Jensen actually works for Interpol, but is also a covert double agent because he believes that the Illuminati is actually controlling his division at Interpol, as the augmented people are literally shunned and hated and living in a ghetto and regularly oppressed and, well, just killed because who cares about them, basically. And Jensen is basically fighting against that, and will be coming out in early 2016. Now, right at the end, we did have a new IP being announced, but there was so little information. It literally was a couple of screenshots, and the fact that it's called Project Setsuna and is coming out in 2016 is going to be handled by a new studio by the name of Tokyo RPG Factory. And as I said, is a JRPG. So what was the star of the show? Well, as I said, for me, it was the Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay. I really hoped we would see some, and we certainly did. We got very little solid information, as I said, the Tangled World and a few other bits and pieces that I gleaned from the trailer, but other than that, it was just awesome to see. But of course, we got the first proper look at Deus Ex as well, and a few other nice bits, and Just Cause 3 finally getting release date is a nice bonus as well. So, a nice showing from Square Enix. A Kingdom Hearts 3 release date would have made it awesome, but not too bad still. Anyway, that's me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.